everybody. Welcome to this week's Tarot Every Which Way Food. And this week I'm in Tennessee, yay, visiting my lovely daughter. And you know, people ask me what I'm going to do for this card. Normally people see it as the death card. I used to like to call it the soap opera card because whenever there was a reading in a soap opera, someone would show up and they'd be like, it's the death card. Ah! So there's a big reaction, I think, for the camera when you see this card. I think a lot of people really associate it with scary things. In a lot of cities and towns and stuff, it's illegal to prescribe death for anybody during a tarot reading. It's definitely irresponsible in my opinion because, you know, people do have free will, things can change, there's always something you can transform. And that's what this card really is about. It's about not thinking about things in polarities as black and white or up and down or dead or alive. There's much more of a fuzzy gray continuum, I think, that we have, that we can access. And I was thinking about what to do for the recipe this week, and a good friend of mine, she was out dancing with us last week, Indigo, she posted a recipe for fireball Jello shots. So to me, in a way, Jello shots for a lot of people are death. There's something that transforms the situation, that makes it from nothing into like an insanely, hopefully pleasurable time, but definitely an extreme time. So we're gonna make some Jello shots. This is my favorite flavor of Jello. This is the flavor of the week, black cherry Jello. So we're gonna take some black cherry Jello and we're gonna put that in the bowl. Now, when you're doing it with liquor, I'm very excited this week because, like I said, I've done this with Fireball before, and this week we're going to be doing it with this 80 proof sage, which I think is really fantastic because there's all these magical herbs and stuff already in it. It's got elderberry, pine, black tea, rose, orange peel, cubeb berries, angelica, sage, lavender, spearmint, dandelion, thyme, sumac, rosemary, licorice, and fennel. So if anyone's been following the way I do my regular cards, you know, licorice and fennel and that kind of sharp, really unusual, pungent taste is one of the things that I associate with the death card because it does have the power to both protect and transform the situation. So we're going to take our package of Jello. We're going to add 1 cup boiling water, which I've already got boiling here. I did that ahead of time so we didn't have to listen to it whistling and making noise. So we're going to put that together and we're going to mix it up. And this is the quickie Jello way because nobody has time to sit and wait for 4 hours. So you're going to make sure you get this all good and mixed together because you want to dissolve all that jello-y type powder before you start with the next ingredient. I want to do something really simple because, as I mentioned, I'm on the road this week, so I wanted to do something simple for you, but also something that people would understand. And one of the reasons that I do these recipes is because you might be struggling in some way with meaning for the cards or understanding on a deeper level. I've said it before, someone posted about it this morning. Sometimes you get cards over and over again, and I think the death card is something that can follow you around. The death card can haunt you, for lack of a better saying, and that's why I wanted to do something that people could understand the effect of Jello shots. But we don't want to wait around for 4 hours. So if you don't want to wait around for 4 hours, what you're going to do is you're going to take some ice and you're going to put that in the cup. And to that, you're going to add the liquor. Now, normally it would be a cup of cold water if you were just making straight up Jello. If you're making straight up Jello shots and you want to wait and you don't want to put the ice cubes in and things like that, you can do half a cup to a cup of liquor in place of the cold water. But since we're doing the hurry up method, what you're going to do is put ice in the cup. My daughter has these giant, lovely ice cubes. You're going to put ice in the cup, and then you're going to fill it up so that it goes to about 1.25 cups. So you're adding just a little teeny bit extra to compensate for the ice that's going to go in there. So you want to get that good and chilled down because it's going to go into your boiling water, and that's what's going to cool it down quick so you can make the Jello. So this is mixing with all the lovely herbs that I mentioned, the elderberry for wisdom, the tea for knowledge and literally to wake you up, the rose for healing and blessings, rosemary, which is also really good for protection. You know, in Santo we use rosemary for everything. Romero makes me think of Caesar Romero and the Joker, but then it has a lot of magical properties that we can use. So we're going to mix all of that in together with the ice cube to cool everything down. I'm going to mix that until it melts. I'd love to, oh look, all these people's watching. I'd love to hear everybody's favorite tarot decks for the death card. I know there's a lot of different ways that this can manifest. In the New Orleans tarot, this is one of my favorites. It's literally Le Mort, so that there's a sort of legion of dead that's there to give us knowledge and information and things like that from the other side. You know, when we deal with the dead, it's not really, again, in a continuum. In our religion, in this tradition, you know, there is ways to access and contact the dead after they've passed. So one of the ways would be to make this and leave it for them. I did a reading once where, I did a post once where I was talking about ways to improve your tarot reading. The guy's like, well, you could just get drunk. That would help, I bet. So I think, yeah, sure, that would help some people loosen up a little bit and access the spirit world. But I also want to mention, you know, for some people, liquor is not something that makes them in a good way. So I think this is another way we can sort of equate this kind of feelings with this. So I'm waiting for my big ice cube to melt, but we're going to stir it around a little bit. I got these lovely little Jello shot cups. This is great, so you can travel with them. You can also make it in a bigger pan, cut it up into cubes. They're easier to slide down your throat that way, but we're going to fill up some of these. Hopefully I'm not going to make a mess. And we're going to cool them. This way with the ice cube in it, it only takes about maybe 1.5 to 2 hours before you get it set. So that makes things quicken up nicely. We're going to do these, and then we're going to put them in the refrigerator. Unfortunately, I'm not going to stand around for 2 hours and wait for these to set, but if anybody's looking at my Facebook page, I will come in later tonight and sort of live stream taking one of these so you can see I really do test my stuff. But thank you everybody for watching. Keep on keeping on with us every Sunday. We're going to keep doing this. We're up to number 13, Unlucky 13. We do have a Friday 13th this month, so everybody who's watching that out, here's a salute to that. And you know, if you missed any, go to my YouTube channel, Lilith Dorsey. All of them are on there. We've done 0 to 13 so far, and we're going to keep it up until we get to 21 in the world. So cheers, thanks a lot.